prior math classes. Let me get my highlighter ready. Okay, I have some colors. It doesn't matter what color you have. But for box and whisker plot, go ahead and highlight box and whisker plot. Well, for whatever color you have, highlight box and whisker plot. And then with the same color, here's the definition. What is a box and whisker plot? Well, it shows the variability of a data set along a number line using the least value, the greatest value, and the quartiles of the data. Do that for me. With your color. Okay, now, put the cap back on the marker. Quartiles divide the data set into 4 equal parts. The median is a second quartile, divides the data into the two halves. The median of the lower half is the first quartile. The median of the upper half is the third quartile. Put the cap back on, now pass it back. Pass it to the same person, so do the same switcheroo. Which is next? Say again?
You pass it back to the person who got it wrong?
No, the same direction, just like we did last time.
That's all right.
That's not bad, we'll get used to it. 5-number summary. Different color, doesn't have to be my color. What's a 5-number summary? Well, all the way at the bottom, before it says notes, it says the 5-number summary. The 5-number summary, the 5 numbers that make up a box and whisker plot are called a 5-number summary. So far, so good. Rocking and rolling. Two, three, four. And then last but definitely not least is the interquartile range. This one's gonna be a little bit different. Just go ahead. Did we switch again or not yet? Go ahead, switch one more time. Last one. Sorry. For interquartile range, highlight that puppy, and what you see down here is a box and whisker plot that I'm gonna show you how to make shortly. But highlight interquartile range, and then highlight this gray box from this first dot all the way to this dot right there. The whole gray box highlighted with that color. That's the interquartile range. I'm gonna come around and collect your markers. We're doing that exercise for now. Awesome. Awesome. Nice. Nice. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna get like a promo tracker.
So box and whisker plots are what you see here, okay? The reason why they call them whiskers, well, let me copy and paste so I can talk about it here. So shapes of boxer and whisker plots here. Let me get this down here too. Do example 1. All right. So, just like a kitty cat, you know when you have a little kitty cat has whiskers? There's my kitty cat with whiskers. Well, that's what these are. See these whiskers out of the box? They actually represent something in statistics, those whiskers, they're coming out. We're gonna go over what they mean. Well, Lexi, have you ever seen box and whisker plots in your life? How about you, Quintero? Montiveros, you ever seen them? Rojas? Fonseca? Cruz? Hi. Okay, just wanna make sure you said hi. Have you ever seen this before? Cool, watch this. I have some data down here that's called hours of sleep. Each number represents the hours of the sleep of, I'm not sure if it's one person or various people. We're gonna create a box plot of that data. Okay, here we go. What we need is a 5-number summary. So underneath, so all the way at the bottom, I'm gonna write 5-number summary. The 5-number summary consists of 5 numbers. The first one is the least value. Let's see. Yeah, least value. Least value. Comma. Quartile 1. Comma. The median, we know how to find the median. We're no strangers to the median. Quartile 2. Actually, it's quartile 3. And greatest value. Greatest value. I'm gonna write that down. The space above 1 right here, all this empty space, use that for some of the work we're gonna do right now. We're only gonna do one example. So here we go. Let's put the data in order from least to greatest first. Because I gotta find the median. I gotta first find the median. In order to find the median, we know from last week, you have to put the data in order from least to greatest. So let me do that first. So 4, 5, 2 6s, a 7, 3 8s, and a 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Rocking and rolling. So I'm putting them in order from least to greatest because I gotta first find the median. Let's find the median. Here we go. It's gonna be the 5th number, right? The median seems to be the 7. I'll put capital M for 7 right here. Alright. There's our median. It's the exact middle number. Capital M for median. That divides the data in half. Okay. Now we're going to find quartile 1. Okay? Quartile 1. Quartile 1 would be the median of the numbers below the overall median. In other words, the median of what I'm underlined in green. What's the median of those numbers? That's going to be the first quartile. In other words, that number will be the number that's a quarter of the way into the data. Right now we found the exact middle of the data, which is 7. Quartile 1 would be the median of the numbers I just underlined in green. Well, it's an even amount of numbers, so we don't have to do with that, right? We're going to take the 2 middles, add them up, divide by 2. So 5 plus 6 is 11. And divide that puppy by 2, so it's going to be 5.5. So go ahead and put, in between 5 and 6 is going to be 5.5. That's quartile 1. Put Q1. Q1 means quartile 1. So we got our median. Check. We got our quartile 1. Check. Let's find our quartile 3 now. Quartile 3 is going to be the median of the numbers I'm underlining in black. Okay? Quartile 3. So that's an even amount of numbers, so I'm gonna take the two middle, 8 plus 8 divided by 2 is gonna be 8. So quartile 3 is 8. So 8 plus 8 is 16 divided by 2 is gonna be 8, right? So 8 is quartile 3. So this 8 is in between these two 8s, because I had to add them up and divide by 2. Cool, so we have the median is 7, quartile 1 is 5.5, quartile 3 is 8. The greatest value, obviously, is gonna be 9. The least value, obviously, is gonna be 4. We're now ready to make our box and whisker plot. We're now ready to make our box and whisker plot. Put your seatbelt on, here we go. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a number line. Okay, create a number line. And I'm gonna make some tick marks on my number line. I'm gonna start off with my least value is 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm just going by ones. Sometimes you have to go by 5, sometimes you have to go by 10s, depending on the nature of the data that you're dealing with. Alright. The first thing I'm going to do is create the box. Now the box goes from quartile 2 to quartile 3. So watch. Quartile 2 is 5.5. I mean quartile 1 rather. So the box will go from 5.5 to 8. Watch me create a box above the number line. 5.5 is about right here, all the way to 8. Look at the box. It's like a rectangular box. The beginning of the box started at 5.5, which was quartile 1. The end of the box ended at 8, which is quartile 3. Okay? The median is going to be a line inside the box, 7. So this line right here is the median. And now I'm going to create my whiskers. My first whisker is going to go from the least value of 4, right here, to the first quartile of 5.5. So watch this. Here's my first whisker. Some people put like a little little like dash at the end of the whisker. Just some people leave the whisker plot like that. It just depends on your style. You can do that, or you can put like a little line like that at the end of the whisker. You see both styles. And the other whisker is going to go from quartile 3, right? This is quartile 3, which is 8, all the way to quartile 4, or the greatest value, which is quartile 4. So there's your box and whisker plot. Now, why do statisticians and scientists like these? Let me tell you why. They kind of summarize the data nice and neatly and quickly. And they reveal, let me say it again, they reveal important features of the data quickly. In other words, 25% of the data, I'm going to put right here, 25% of the data is in between the median and quartile 3. 25% of the data is in between quartile 1 and the median. So you can see where most of the data is at. Notice how 50% of the data is in between 5.5 and 8. It's in what we call the interquartile range. One of your vocab words. Interquartile range is all this data that's in the box. 50% of the data is in the interquartile range. So it kind of tells a statistician quickly, a scientist very quickly, okay, where's the data hanging out? Okay? 25% of the data is on the first whisker, and 25% of the data is over here in the last whisker. So it kind of summarizes data quickly. It tells the scientists where stuff is hanging out, any important features that you need to know. That's the whole point. All right. I'm going to do the second one quickly. It's at the bottom of your paper. If you run out of area, just put on a separate sheet of paper. But let me do the second one fast. I'm going to go a little faster now, because I know this is pretty easy. And then you're going to go on and do your Padlet. This is algebra test scores. Here we go. I'm going to go fast, I think. There's number 2. All right, 5-number summary. Least value, I'll put LV for least value, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, greatest value. There's my 5-number summary. I'm abbreviating now. Right, Cruz? This is greatest value, GV. There's your 5-number summary. Least value, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, greatest value. All right. Let's put them in order from least to greatest. I got 63, 71, 76, 82, 84, 2 84s, 88, 92, 96, 88, 92, 96. Cool. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, let's find the median first. So I'm gonna go a little faster now. The median is gonna be the 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the median. 84 is the median. The 5th number. There's 4 numbers to the left, 4 numbers to the right of the overall median. Let's find quartile 1. So quartile 1, I'll put in green. So I need, actually I'll put in blue actually. I need the median of these numbers now for quartile 1. So I'm going to take the 2 middles, 71 plus 76, divide that puppy by 2. Calculator here. 71 plus 76 equals, divide that puppy by 2, I got 73.5. So 73.5 is quartile 1. In red, I'm going to find quartile 3 now. That's going to be a number between 88 and 92, so I have to add both 88 and 92. Divide that by 2, I get 90. 90 is quartile 3. I'll put Q3 underneath. That's it. Least value is 63. Greatest value is 96. I'm ready to do my box plot. Fast. Go fast. It's not hard. Here we go. Again, if you ran out of room, just put it somewhere else in your notes. I'm not going to collect your note guide. You can put it anywhere if you see blank spots. Here we go. So my number line, I'm going from 63 to 96. So watch the way I make my number line. I'm going to put 60 here. I'm going to go by 5s. 5, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Yeah. 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. So I'm going by 5s. Because I go from 63 to 96, I'll make each tick mark 5s. Okay? Just something reasonable. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but you want to be kind of reasonable and allow it to make sense. 80, 85, 90, 95. Now I can enroll it. Take this down here. Give me some more room. Here we go. Okay, let's first make the box. The box is the inner quartile range, right? So I'm gonna go from 73.5 to 90. So here we go. 73.5 is about right here, all the way to 90. There's my box. So 50% of the data is in there already. So far so good. Let me put the median now, 84. So I'm gonna put 84 right here, right before 85, right before it. There's 84. There's your median. Matter of fact, I'll make it a little more accurate. I appreciate it. I'll do it. So 84 is right there. Right over there. And now I'm gonna make my whiskers. The first whisker is going from the least value, 63, so it's about right here, about halfway, 63, all the way to quartile 1. There's our first whisker. So I can already see 25% of the data is right there in that first whisker. The last whisker is from 90 to 96, a little bit past 95. Done. Easy sleazy.